I'm Ryan Crocker.
I'm Lori Crocker, and we have been billeting for the last 2 seasons.
And they started in 1996. That's probably when I started going to games with friends that had tickets, because it was hard to get tickets back then. I don't know.
I mean, obviously I work for the Stars now, so I see a lot of the behind the scenes everything, but the first Stars game I went to was like in 1998. So I've been going since then. My kids have also played hockey since they were probably 8 years old.
People that you didn't really see all week, your friends and stuff, and then you would see them there. You know.
Well, once you went into the hallway and just started hanging out in this big like party in the hallway, you missed like a whole period. Like, oh my gosh, like we didn't even get back to our seats. Last year, well, what have been last year now? What, 2 years ago now? 2 years ago. We went to camp, and so I was doing some basically shuttling of players back and forth to camp. And then a lot of people know we had Travis Treelor last year. So we actually met him and his brother at camp. Brandon. Obviously we needed billets and whatever else, and so we, I don't know, just kind of did like
I like to tell Travis that the reason we took him is because he fell in love with his brother Brandon. They were both such good kids, you know, super polite, please and thank you. I mean, they're great kids, and it turned out to be our first year was kind of like we tell the kids that came here this year. They had some big shoes to fill because Travis was such a good kid. You know, anything that we ever asked him to do around the house, he would help us out. You know, and his parents came back quite a bit for games and stuff, so we kind of gained them as family, and still talk to them to this day. You know, so but it's just been a great experience. It's really cool knowing where they come from. You know, that like his parents, you know, they would actually come to Lincoln, Nebraska to vacation, and we're like, "You're crazy."
Yeah, like why would you?
Why would you do that? We would go to Norway.
Yeah, they come from Norway, and they like love coming to Lincoln. But they were just a great family, so it ended up being like such a way better experience than I thought it was going to be. Mm-hmm. So we have Stan Cooley this year, and then Cole Kraft came in probably a month later.
Yeah,
not really sure the timeline now.
A month later, yeah.
It's all kind of running together, and then we actually have 3. So we went from 1 to 3 this year. It's a big jump. And then we have Clay Hannes that joined us in January? You got here?
Yeah. Oh, they eat a lot more. More food.
The amount of food.
Yeah.
I cannot explain.
I'm pretty impressed with Crafty when he smashed 3.5 pounds of mashed potatoes on his own. I was amazed. It
is actually kind of amazing. Like you can't even be mad about it.
It's great
that how much they can eat.
All 3 of them, they have different personalities. You know, different sense of humor and stuff like that.
We've picked up on a lot of all their
weird stuff like that.
Their fun terms now. So we've adopted all of their Canadian terminology. So mac and cheese is now Kraft dinner because that's what it is.
Yeah. Salad dressing is salad sauce.
Salad sauce.
That's just kind of how it goes.
But you know, like last year we just had 1. This year with 3, it's kind of, I mean, besides the ungodly amounts of food that we buy, it's fun having 3 of them because I guess they have somebody else here that's like on the team and whatever else. Because like my son's still here, but he's in and out. And he's in college and busy, so he lives here, but he's not hanging out with us as much. And plus this year, you know, with COVID, like everything's closed. You can't do anything. You can't hang out with anybody. So we spend a lot of time here. So I mean, I think it's kind of nice because it's fun just watching them interact because they're funny.
The longer Cole and Stan have been together, they're brothers almost when they do argue sometimes, which is funny. I just like to watch them. Just sit back and listen to what they say, but it's pretty comical most times.
I couldn't even imagine, especially like this year, like you send your kids from another country to live with someone that
they've
never met us ever, and that like if I was sending my kids somewhere, I want to know where they were going and something like I don't know. I guess get a little more of attachment to them and just.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I'm sorry.
Mother them.
I worry about them too, but not like to the level that she does. You know. I worry that, like, all Stan and Colby, coming here and not being able to bring their vehicles, they didn't have anything to drive. Both of them could drive. Well, fortunately, we had an extra vehicle. Not the greatest thing on the planet, but man, did they make the best of it. They love driving that thing. I think they drive it every game day.
It runs on smiles and good times.
Yeah. As we had a sticker made for the back of it because Stan made the comment that it runs on smiles and good times.
I warned the boys when they got here right away. I'm like, look, just so you know, I gotta like just humor me. I gotta like know like when you're home late, 3 in the morning for the bus trips or whatever. Like, I need to know that you're home. Otherwise, I'm not gonna sleep good because, again,
she don't worry about whether I'm home.
I don't care if what time he comes home or when he comes home, but like,
it was pretty tough. I'm not gonna lie, it bothered me. Not so much as her, but like with Travis when we dropped him off at the airport, it's kind of like, okay, well, he's gone. Great, The thing that it was awkward.
It was just awful.
Yeah,
to drop him off.
It was just weird because we're like, we're probably never gonna see him again. I don't know. And then just out of the blue, he texts both Lori and I a big long, he's like, to my lovely family, and I was like, I'm not gonna lie, I was close to tearing up, and she's bawling her eyes out.
I was already in tears.
I was like, oh man, what do I say to her? It was
I thought I contained myself until he like texts us back like half hour later.
Yeah, it's just they kind of become your kids, I mean, you took that responsibility when you decided to bill it. It's that you gotta take care of them.
It's really hard to like put into words. Like, I wish some people, if they were even thinking about it, like if you just do it one time, like if you're even considering it, like we did, one kid, take one player and like try it for 1 year. Cause like you just won't regret it. And it's just a different experience that, I don't know, it's really hard to explain.
Yeah, you get paid some money for it, but you're not doing it for the money. You're helping a kid realize his dream of potentially making it to like the NHL or even to the college level, you know what I mean? Which is, especially if they make it to Division I, like say Travis did, that's a feat in itself. Just getting
yeah,
it, right?
there are some like monetary things that you get to do it. So there's like a per player, stipend that you get a month to kind of help offset basically their needs, expensive, like basically food. And you get season tickets, and and then you're basically a season ticket holder, and you get all those benefits. But that's one thing. But like that means after you do it one time, like I would do it without any of that. Without the money, without the season tickets. I mean, and yes, I'm in a little different situation. I work there and I'm going to the games, but if I didn't, I wouldn't do it just for those things. Like those things really kind of mean nothing after you do it one time.
Yeah, even the first time with Travis, that was never in our conversation, was that, oh, how much are we getting paid, or whatever. That was never, it was, this kid needs a place to stay. Just giving them a place to live so that they can realize their dream of potentially making it to the next level. I have that hope for them, you know what I mean? For all of them, I think it'd be so cool. Like, that kid used to live with me and I'm watching him playing the NHL, you know what I mean? That's just like, kind of, not my child, but it's like for a short time he was.